what's going on, guys? Joe here, coming at you today from Town Hall 12, and today we're going to take a look at a superstar. We got a superstar in Juggernaut. So the Jugs put up a 6-pack last war in our League War, and 2 Town Hall 12 3-star attacks. I mean, that's pretty darn good if you think about it. One of those happened to be a mass miner attack, and I mean, I've been using miners up in Legend League, not the best success, but then again, the bases don't necessarily give it up to me like that. So this base right here, though, on the other hand, if you eliminate this bottom portion, you see the L, and that L leads for the miners. That's perfect for the miners. And when it comes to using the miners, if you can get rid of the Eagle artillery, get rid of the clan castle troops, and deal with the Town Hall all in one, you got it going on. So if we look at that middle section, you got that middle section, which happens to be the Eagle artillery, the Town Hall, and the clan castle troops. So I'm not going to say this is a great base build or a bad base build, but we're going to see how it plays out. So we are going to start out with an archer down in the southern point of this base to take on a builder's hut, take out a few buildings. And the only reason this is truly successful is because this archer tower is down in fast mode and it's just got a short range. So you're going to see a baby dragon that just gets smoked by a seeking air mine. So we're trying to clear out some buildings. We want the queen to go into the single target inferno tower. And I know some of you are probably thinking, why in the world would I want to do that? You're going to see how it works out here in a second. So as that queen approaches that location, a wall wrecker is going to be dropped to open up these compartments, as well as a P.E.K.K.A on the far western side to clear out some buildings and get this queen into that compartment. And she can reach that eagle over the wall as long as she can get in there and take down this single target inferno tower. So we got a P.E.K.K.A, we got an ice golem, you're going to see a rage spell dropped and a poison spell for the enemy clan castle troops. The inferno tower falls, and then the P.E.K.K.A is going to take out a few additional buildings in there to help this queen out. Queen takes down that enemy dragon, and so she's going to be tied up for a second dealing with some air set skeleton traps, and now you will see that she's reaching over the wall, taking down that eagle artillery, and then she's going to move up into an air sweeper as well as the town hall. So I mean, you're giving up quite a bit on this base. This base gave up so much to a queen charge, and then you're going to see the king up in the north. And you know what the king's for. The king is going to take out multiple buildings. That is going to cause our miners to move through this channel of buildings all the way through in typical L-shaped formation, or reverse L-shape, if you will. So again, you got the Grand Warden with those miners, and that is to carry our miners through, giving them a little bit of an additional ability to make them invincible for a little while. King's ability is going to be used. He's going to get caught up on the wall dealing with the queen, and those miners are going to power through. They're going to take care of that enemy queen first, move into the wizard tower, and then the Grand Warden's ability is going to be used upon the detonation of a giant bomb. So once the miners move into that single target inferno tower's location, a heal spell down in the location where the bomb tower was at. Now you got miners moving into the barbarian king. They're going to get tied up for a second. That's just one thing about the miners that I just don't like, is that they get distracted and then they spread out, and once they're spread out they get really thin, and then they get really weak. So I mean, it's just how this base played out. It was perfect. This base was absolutely perfect for the miners. Again, so those miners, they're going to move through on the final defenses, taking down that air defense, moving through the wizard tower, cannon, and that fast mode archer tower. King survived the raid. Just a beautiful negotiation of this attack. I would not recommend it if you are not a queen walk / queen charge enthusiast and you don't have the patience for it. Don't try it. It's definitely a difficult technique to take on. This is the army. Let's get into his next attack, guys. I just didn't see any reason in going more in depth on that previous attack. I mean, the base just exposed it perfectly for the miners. We weren't going to go back and look at that base. That base just kind of gave it up to the miners. This one right here, we got the P.E.K.K.A Bobat, guys. I mean, I've covered the P.E.K.K.A Bobat more times in the last couple of months than I can count at Town Hall 12 and Town Hall 11. It is an extremely popular strategy right now in this game in the current meta. Now, on this base here, we got the wizard tower spread out around the base. So this is going to be the first time that I've actually watched this 3-star. So no promises here on my commentation. I might kind of mess it up a little bit. I see that there's going to be an archer over there in the far western corner, and then we're going to see a balloon sneak in. So obviously probably looking for seeking air mines. If not, yeah, that's exactly what was going on there. And then you're going to see a baby dragon and the queen. So again, we're going to have another queen walk. So I mean, the queen walk, guys, this is it is a challenging strategy. If you don't know how to queen walk, it's something that you definitely need to work on, and I will link a video for that because it hasn't changed. Just the appearance of her has changed, but the ability has not changed over the years, and it's definitely something that ties into almost every single attack that we see. Barbarian King's working his way around that northern point. You got the P.E.K.K.A, Bowlers, Queen, Healers, and the Grand Warden in the core here, following up that wall record. So let's see how far that wall record gets. We had that single target, well, we did have a single target Inferno Tower. That's no longer with us. That's gone. There was a Hound in the Clan Castle. I don't know how I feel about the Hound in the clan castles. I mean, I see it happening quite a bit, but it just doesn't seem like it's viable as we think it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that wall wrecker has made it all the way to the town hall, and I would imagine that there's probably going to be a P.E.K.K.A and an ice golem in there. Bats are going to be swarming from the back end of the base, so from the beginning, we're starting from the beginning, and we're going to use these bats and work our way around the south side of this base, picking up some defenses that were missed by the bowlers. The bats are moving through, going into a wizard tower that is distracted by P.E.K.K.As, and then they're going to kick outside, go up into an archer tower, and then the final freeze spells used for our Inferno Tower. Is that a single target? Yeah, that was a single target. So, wow. Beautiful negotiation of this base. Just some ideas for you guys. We have shown these attack strategies before. It's just the base designs. There's just so many different strategies to use that there really is no such thing as the best strategy for overall Town Hall 12. It's just base dependent, and being able to read the bases and see the attacks in your head, or having clanmates that are really good at identifying the things that give it up to the base, or the base gives up to the attack. All right, so bats are going around cleaning up. We'll take a look at this army for you guys, and then that's going to probably wrap us up for today, guys. We only had 2 Town Hall 12 triples. Hopefully we'll see what happens in the upcoming week. We have another matchup on Friday, so we'll see how that plays out. But there's your army. If you enjoyed the content today, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and thanks for watching, guys.
Do it! Come on, kill me! I'm here! Come on! Do it now! Kill me!
Bug, you just keep coming up with these hashtags. All the time. He's hashtag anti-Team Joe now. Why?